Afternoon. Welcome to this edition of the 411 Talk Zone radio show. My name is Leon Jones. Today is Wednesday, October 26, 2016. Tune into the 411 Talk Zone radio show every Saturday from 12 noon to 2 p.m. on Blog Talk Radio. We're going to have a good show this week. We're going to talk about minority businesses and how you can get certified to get the government money that is set aside for all disadvantaged businesses so they can compete with the larger businesses for contracts, whether it be construction, procurement. You don't want to miss that show. However, if you do miss that show, at the bottom of all of my videos, I have the links plugged in. Just click on Facebook page and or my Twitter page under the 411 Talk Zone radio show, and you'll catch not just the past Blog Talk radio show, but all of my Blog Talk radio shows. And you'll also see the 411 Talk Zone radio show channel right here on YouTube. But guest call-in number to the show is 215-383-5785. I'm working on some equipment because what I want to do in the future is actually combine my Blog Talk radio show on YouTube with my face so you can actually see me talking and taking calls. This is how I want to go with it. So I have a few items to get, and I'll be setting up very shortly. Stay tuned. I will put that information up on my Facebook and Twitter pages. Also, if you like my videos, please share and subscribe to the 401 Talk Zone radio show right here on YouTube so I can continue to give you quality information for educational purposes from a professional and mature perspective on this channel. We don't engage in controversy, debates, or emotional issues, nor do we participate in drama or unnecessary bickering. The reason why is because my channel is here to educate you. But I will give you 3 channels to go to for great presentation of social issues. Go to the Angry Man channel, Ringo Raw TV, Minister Jap's got a good channel out, and Duke O'Shea Jackson. Those are the 4 that I recommend for each and every one of you to like, share, and subscribe, because they're going to give you that information on social issues. Go to Matt Colay's channel as well for the question and answering session. So, that being said, if you have a business or a topic that you would like for me to discuss on the 401 Talk Zone radio show on YouTube or Blog Talk Radio, please email me at lej6521@gmail.com. If you have a comment, I do read comments. Make sure that your comments are pithy. No bloviating. And what I mean by no bloviating, stick to the topic. That's what we do here at the 401 Talk Zone radio show. We are objective, not subjective. This is why we don't deal with emotion here. So, that being said, stick with the topic and be respectful when you stick with the topic. There are no right or wrong answers. Make sure that your information is documented and understand your position. We're here to educate. I always tell everybody on my channel, we're positive, so please be respectful. Now on to this evening's topic. As you see, it's raining right out here. I'm in Portage, Indiana, Chicagoland. So let's get to the topic. Topic is an education win, like I always do. And we're going to talk about online colleges. Do they get the same representation that traditional colleges do? That's a yes and a no. Now, I'm going to tell you why so many online universities don't. It's because of accreditation issues. When technology started to advance, more and more online schools started to surface. The problem was we didn't know where these schools came from. Who was involved with these schools? Are they for profit, or are they just something random? Because there were issues where individuals were actually buying a degree. Alameda University was one of them. They since went out of business. They had a Boise, Idaho address. But what they were is a diploma mill. It was an online school that was giving everybody pass and fail transcripts for life's experiences. That is unreal. And it made the online community look bad. Now, online schools have gotten better. Now, here's where online schools can be beneficial. And I got 3 items of business to put into this video so everybody knows who they're dealing with. Number 1, an online school should actually match or come from a traditional brick and mortar school. Let me give you an example. I attend Purdue Northwest, which is a subsidiary or satellite campus of Purdue. The main campus is in West Lafayette, Indiana. Well, they have online degrees where you can take classes online. Well, if the online degree is from a school such as a Purdue, in Indiana, in Illinois, or Michigan, you're in good shape. And that moves to the number 2 item. Be reputable. Everybody's heard of Michigan, Ohio State, Maryland, Temple. They've been around since the mid to late 19th century. Get a good education. And the reason why online schools from these institutions are fantastic, not just for the reputation, because they will get more students because of the name. And they also have branches that you can go to as well. If you can't get into the major campus, I can tell you Purdue, Indiana University, right here in Indiana does. That's why you have a lot of IUPs. Indiana University, Purdue Universities. But going back to the online schools, there are some other online schools that are for-profit that I'm going to give them an average. I'm going to tell you about Strayer, Briggs & Stratton, ECPI, DeVry, University of Phoenix. There's Keiser down in Florida, which is also a brick and mortar school. There's Baker College, which is also a brick and mortar school in Michigan. You can get good online degrees from those schools because they're also, the third I want to get into is regionally accredited. Now, I'm not saying national accreditation is bad, but most of your big academic institutions are regionally accredited. I did a video on regional and national accreditation a couple months ago. You can go back and check that video out. And it gives you the insight on the 6 regional accrediting bodies, along with the national and the programmatic accrediting bodies for all of the school's academic programs. So that being said, online education is just as good as a traditional education because in a number of cases, costs such as transportation, even books, because you get a lot of e-books now. For a class that I'm taking, a business class, instead of paying $200 something for a book, to access the e-book, it's $99. Now, after the class is over, you don't have a book that you can keep because you can't access that site anymore. Because the instructor actually has the key to all the work that you have to do within the site. And I'm talking about My Pearson. But the bang for your buck, a lot of schools are going to go online. Technology has advanced educational causes, and this is what some professors are running scared from. But they don't have to, because they can teach the course from home, and eventually you're not going to need traditional brick and mortar universities. So you don't have to worry about sitting in certain classes, such as a woman studies class or LGBT class or an engineering class or a math class, because you can do everything from home with the least amount of cost. Now, here is how online degrees can give you a good reputation, and particularly when you're going out seeking an employer. I'll give you these 3 items again. Number 1, be from a traditional brick and mortar school, whether it's private, for profit, or state. Number 2, have good reputation. A lot of your big schools, because of sports, have good reputation. They're research schools. And number 3, make sure that they are regionally accredited. The reason why I talk about regional accreditation, that's so if you decide to transfer, your courses will transfer from a regional accredited institution to another regional accredited institution for the most part. Now, there are some instances where you can get college credit from a national accredited institution to a regional accredited institution. Now, that just depends on the transfer policies. And that's why regional accreditation is much better from the eyes of academia than national accreditation. It's really based on the type of work and the ability to transfer all of your credits. That being said, that's my commentary for this evening's edition of the 401 Talk Zone Radio Show. Till next time, my name is Leon Jones. I'm getting ready to go watch the World Series, Game 2. Cubs lost it last night. See if they can handle it tonight. But it should be a good one before they move on to games 3, 4, and 5 over the weekend in the city of Chicago. And shout outs to the Cubs and the Indians. This World Series is going to be a fantastic one, especially we got a pitcher's duel going. So, y'all have a good night. But please remember to be gentle and respectful to each other. My name is Leon Jones. I wish you all a good and peaceful night.